Snipers, you have to see what's happening to the cryptocurrency market today as Bitcoin is seeing continued momentum between the range of 61,844 and 64,855, which is now the new all-time high. And just like we talked about yesterday, Ethereum is seeing more strength in Bitcoin, continuing its trend to the upside in price discovery. And we all know that we do have that $2,700 target for Ethereum right now based on the schematics of this breakout. And so we are heading towards that $2,700 area. But more importantly, why I wanted to make this video is we have a lot of action happening here with the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, but we are approaching a major resistance area. And not only is this a major resistance area, but when we look at this Ethereum to Bitcoin chart from Poloniex, which is the only one that shows the 200-week moving average, what you'll notice here is we do have this 200-day moving average coming towards the price action, and price action is heading towards that area. And so far, we have not seen Ethereum break past this 200-week moving average all of 2019 and 2020. And so this could be a major resistance area and a major game changer for Ethereum. So this is an extremely important update. You guys are watching the Snipers channel. My name is Naeem Al-Obeidi. If you appreciate this content, remember to smash the like button. First, I want to talk about exactly what's happening to Bitcoin right now. You can see we are still seeing a little bit of a consolidation here, and we're actually seeing some altcoins lose momentum. We're actually testing this major support with others dominant. So when we look at Bitcoin's price action, yes, we are consolidating, but there are only specific altcoins that are really moving right now. And one of those is Ethereum, as we've been expecting, of course, with EIP 1559 coming and Ethereum becoming a deflationary asset. We have to monitor the price action of Ethereum. But you can see with Bitcoin, we're still seeing garden variety market behavior testing a major level at 61,844, which is the previous all-time high here. And now we have this new all-time high on the books here at 64,855 US dollars. And in my opinion, as long as Bitcoin sees a break of this level of 64,855, then we're going to continue to see momentum to the upside. And we do have this first upside target of around that $66,000 to $67,000 level. I do expect us to see some resistance there. You can see Bitcoin has tested this level twice in the past, and this does have this wedge formation. If we break through that $67,000 to $68,000 area, then I think we have a straight shot to that $75,000 level based on the schematics of the initial breakout from the symmetrical triangle. And so realize that as long as Bitcoin is above that $61,844 level, it is highly likely that we will see $67,000 to $68,000 in the next few days or the next few weeks. And then, of course, for the downside, realize that there's so much confluence here from the previous weekly open at 58,200 that this would be the only area that I would say that it would be a make it or break it for Bitcoin, which is right below the monthly open, which is sitting right at that big even, around that $60,000 level in between the weekly open and the previous weekly open. And so realize that as long as Bitcoin is above 61,844, it's extremely bullish. If we start to see any downside momentum, even if we break this structure, you can see we've broken this structure in the past, that wouldn't be too big of a deal. Really, the deal breaker is at that $58,200 level, or really it's that $60,000 level, because that's where the weekly open is. And if we get below the weekly open, then those are the signs that we're going to see downside. But I'm not going to really go too much into downside targets right now, just because the print so far is extremely bullish. And when it comes to trading, it's an art and it's a science. And so we have to treat this like an art and science. And so realize that so far, the print's extremely bullish for Bitcoin to see a continuation of the upside, especially with what we're seeing with Ethereum. You can see here, we're continuing into price discovery as we've expected. And I think we are going to start heading towards that target of that $2,700 area here very soon, especially with this little gap that we have here for the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart to come and test this major level of around that 40 to 41,000 Satoshi area. And we now know that that's also where that 200-week moving average is sitting. If we look at this chart here from Poloniex, you can see right around that 41,000 Satoshi level. If we breach 41,000 Satoshis, that is going to be a very interesting moment, because that's above the 200-week moving average, which is an extremely big confirmation of of a reversal and a huge potential for upside there for Ethereum. So we want to watch this over the next few days into the next few weeks at that 41,000 Satoshi level, because that's where the 200-week moving average is, and that could signal a major breakout, especially with Ethereum becoming a deflationary asset. So that's why I've been talking so much about Ethereum. And then to look at altcoins, you can see total cryptocurrency market cap, the daily candle so far wasn't able to surpass the high from yesterday at $2.259 trillion. So we want to get above that if we want to assume continued upside. But so far with dominance, others' dominance is seeing a slight decline. We actually broke this ascending support level for the first time since the start of altcoin season. So we want to start monitoring this level. Really, if we go below 12% dominance, that's where I'd have some concerns. But as long as we stay above 12%, I think that it's fine for others' dominance to see a little bit of consolidation after breaking this major level that dates back all the way to 2017. You can see we tested that once here in 2020. We tested it in 2018 and in 2017. And so for us to see a little bit of a cool down here is garden variety market behavior. Once again, the chart is telling us this is obviously an important level. That's also where the monthly open is, and that's not a coincidence. And so when we look at traditional markets, this is extremely interesting. We talked about the potential inverse head and shoulder yesterday with this DXY chart. You can see we do have that potential inverse head and shoulder forming, and we do have this area at 91.015 where we have the 100-day moving average, we have this major support level, and we have the channel support. And we look at the weekly chart, we also have the 20-week moving average showing confluence in that area, and you can see there is that potential inverse head and shoulder pattern, and it's very similar to how we reversed in 2017 and 18. We had this sort of inverse head and shoulder pattern, and you can see the head is at the same support level that we're seeing right now. So we want to monitor this. Of course, like I talked about yesterday, we're testing the 50-day moving average here with the DXY. I don't think it's going to hold. It doesn't look like it wants to hold. If we go to the 4-hour chart, just not much price action here. Yes, we have this bullish candle, but you can see immediately we saw some continued sell pressure. On the 6-hour, we're holding the 200-period moving average. But for us to come below this, I think that's highly likely here with the DXY, especially with the uncertainties with the new administration in the United States. And so we want to continue to watch this. I think we'll definitely see this test 91.015, and that could be right here. This gap in space could be the push for Bitcoin to see upside. This could be the push for traditional markets to see upside, and this could also push assets like oil, gold, silver, and other precious metals to the upside over the next few days into the next few weeks. As you can see, S&P 500 new all-time highs right now, showing extreme strength. So we're obviously going to see a pullback. We're going to come back to home base at some point or another. We can say home base right now for the S&P 500 around that weekly open at 4,100. And so realize that we will come to home base, but for now, the print's extremely bullish, and we still have some continued areas where we could see momentum in these assets. Gold testing a major level here at 1764.58. Let's go ahead and watch gold to see if it can go above this, because if it does, then that could be a signal that we're going to break out of this channel to the upside. And with the DXY showing that there is some room to the downside here, I think that that could be a plausible scenario here for gold. And you can see oil testing this major resistance level that dates back years and years ago. You can see we are coming here showing some chart vibration. The chart's telling us this is an important level. Once again, this is an art and it's a science. And so you can see the chart's clearly saying that, yes, this is an important level. Let's continue to watch this, because if we start to continue this trend to the upside and we see oil break, that would be very interesting to see, because that could also assume that we're going to see a lot of other commodities see some strength. And so with that being said, I do want to give away one of my favorite books on investing principles by Ray Dalio, hardcover version. If you want to win this book, share this video and comment below, and you'll be entered into this giveaway. I'll pick a winner from our video yesterday. And by the way, for those that have yet to go on our Instagram, if you're on Instagram, just search Traders Profit Club and check out our Instagram. We've been posting a ton of content. I'm going to be doing some book giveaways there. Jimmy the Man says, good call on the DXY. Let's go. You want a book? Send me a message on Instagram. My personal one is in the description below. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see some of you guys in the Discord. Snipers out.